Klaus, Rudolph, Powell, Mickey D, Scorpions are joining me today. This is so exciting. They are going on a new U.S. tour. Tickets are going on sale this Friday, May 13th, and they're coming to the Allstate Arena on September 1st. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Here we go.
Absolutely.
Yes. Here we go.
Klaus and Rudolph, I want to talk a little bit about the first time you guys were in Chicago was in August of 1979. Talk a little bit about that spirit of that first U.S. tour here to playing now, and what you love to bring to the shows here in the U.S.
Well, I think we had a great start in Chicago, playing at the Chicago Fest at the Navy Pier, and it was in '79. We were just like a new band from Europe, playing the first time in the U.S. It was a one-off show at the Navy Pier, but it started the connection with our fans in Chicago for so many years. And therefore, it's very, even after all these years, it's very special to come back. And the Allstate Arena is always like a great place for a great evening to rock out with our fans and going crazy and rock you guys like a hurricane again.
And rock us like a hurricane, which we can't wait to hear on this upcoming tour. Let's talk Rock Believer, the latest album, the new tour. The new music's going to be incorporated into that. Let's talk a little bit about the latest album.
The album is rocking big time, I said. We had 2 years, nice and slow. Had all the time in the world to create a great record. And it's all recorded live, which I keep saying because it does create a special feel. You don't really do that today. It takes too long and too complicated, and but we did it, and that's the results. It's a great feeling, great rockin' record, and and here we are. And
it's dedicated to all the rock believers out there.
Yeah, basically, that's what it is.
I do want to talk a little bit about Wind of Change. We recently heard that some of the lyrics were changed in Las Vegas. Talk a little bit about that and changing it up for the current climate of what we have going on in the world.
Yeah, well, with this terrible war raging on in the heart of Europe, we thought playing Wind of Change in Vegas, we want to make a statement supporting the Ukraine. And it's not the time to romanticize Russia with lyrics like "Follow the Moskva to Gorky Park, let your balalaika sing." So, it's been reflecting for so many years, singing that song all over the world, and those lyrics and this song is so very well known with so many people around the world, but to see what's going on in the Ukraine right now, it breaks your heart. And it was impossible, between the reality, what's going on in the Ukraine right now, and playing a residency in Vegas. It was a moment where you wanted to make a clear statement and to let your heart speak, and that's what I did.
And speaking of heart speakings and, how the longevity of the band, you've changed styles as far as glam rock, hard rock, heavy metal, soft rock, and fans have followed you along through that whole journey. I mean, there's very few bands on the planet that are able to change up their styles a little bit and still continue to have the fan base. What do you have to say about your fans?
I think that we, because we're coming from Germany, had a complete different view from rock and roll. We were not born in England or in America, where rock and roll was really born. We learned from our idols, and we said to ourselves, in Germany, we want to go and build bridges with our music, show that from Germany, they're not coming with tanks and making war, they're coming with guitars, playing love, peace, and rock and roll. And I think this power and this basic foundation of these thoughts made the band very strong. We didn't make rock and roll not only for fun, of course for fun, but with a deep message behind it. And that's the very important point. And that's the reason why we try to build the right chemistry in all our years, that we can live together. And when we are on tour, we have fun and we can talk still together and not only on stage. And that's, I think, a very positive point for the Scorpions, and that's the reason why we still are rock believers. From over Chicago, 1972, Billingsgate was releasing Lonesome Crow. Yeah, there we have it. Connection, the first connection we had. I got in these days, my telephone number was in the back of the album. I got at night, I got phone calls from parties. Yeah, hey man, when you coming to United States? Hey, you are great, come on. That's what Chicago, because of Billingsgate, of bringing this album out, and it was connected. We were first connected in Chicago with the fans because of our record company.
Well, that just made my day. Thank you so much for sharing that story with us. Tickets go on sale May 13th. Go ahead and make sure you go check out Scorpions on their last final tour. And thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rudy.